Correlations between business culture and legal standards in the EU. Business culture is defined by the characteristics of ingenuity, risk-taking, and profitability. A profitable business implies the responsible implementation of an entrepreneurial idea and the justification of risk in a specific economic sector. Responsibility refers to the result achieved through actions whose scope and content were previously defined as accurately and prudently as possible. Responsibility requires sufficient human capital resources to implement ideas and a suitable social context for this. For example, in the EU, energy efficient and environmentally friendly entrepreneurship receives the highest level of social support. Simultaneously, for entrepreneurs in oil, natural gas, and other fossil fuel exporting countries, ecological sustainability and energy efficiency are not prioritized. Moreover, considering that the mechanism of EU member states is based on mandates for trust from their population, such types of entrepreneurship also gain approval from public authorities. These correlations shape the compliance of entrepreneurial activity with legislative requirements, since legislation is created and implemented by public authorities that are generally formed and supported by the people. Accordingly, business culture in the EU is an organic part of law and politics, both in essence and in form. Entrepreneurs not only declare their adherence to legal and ethical standards, but also follow them and actively engage with both the population and public authorities. They are not isolated or distant from one another. Like every nation, they are united by a common goal and agreed methods of achieving it. Concomitantly, the fusion of business and politics into oligarchic forms of existence is either excluded or minimized. Any model of coexistence between business, public authority, and the population in the EU excludes the reduction of human freedom, as this is a crucial resource for innovation, a factor that is critical for the survival and development of the EU, as emphasized in the previous educational video. By all indices and indicators, the EU is an economically, politically, and legally complex civilization that absorbs only what complies with its indeed numerous requirements. In this context, the emergence of the concept of compliance and the ongoing demand for deepening its understanding in the realms of public official income and expenses, finance, management of economic processes, and more have become natural developments. The results of this cognitive work strengthen the EU's institutional capacity to transform any entrepreneur within its territory, regardless of their ethnic, religious, racial, or other characteristics, in accordance with the cultural foundations of business in the EU. Thus, the cultural divergence of entrepreneurs integrated into the EU is infused with confidence in the inviolability of property rights according to Article 1, protection of property of Protocol to the Convention for the Protection of Human Rights and Fundamental Freedoms of 20 March 1952, as well infused with progressive legal requirements, spiritually grounded ethical norms, procedural and processual aspects of law, accessible and effective judicial protection, indirect interaction with public authorities through various information and communication technology, and other digital tools, impartiality and integrity of public power, fiscal policy compliance with public spending, non-violence, and alignment of public enforcement with individual freedom. These traits dominate or show exponential growth in business cultures throughout the EU, although their variations depend on the specific region and country in Europe.